The fan-folded paper crafts are popular, and they're super cute, right? Because they show off both sides of what is now just a two-sided paper. We've come to expect that. And while the look is dimensional, the folding can get old fast. Well, we are here to help you crank out pleated invitations and decorations in a flash. Aly Dosdall is joining me with the Paper Cutters Sidekick. It's great to see you.
Great to see you too.
We're still carrying on the pink and red of Valentine's.
Yeah.
Riding it as long as we can. It's hard to believe. I mean, swimsuits on one hand. On the other hand, spring projects are on the horizon.
Oh my gosh. It seems to be every year by the time I get to Valentine's Day, I'm ready for spring. I'm
here
ready to move on. Yes, ready for all the color. And my favorite thing to do to make those spring projects really pop and come to life is the paper folding.
Yes.
Because you get that dimension and it just gives it kind of a finished, elevated look. So
it was interesting to me many years ago when like retailers and brands started to put forward paper folded projects or those dimensional products that we could buy. When really you can make them. They're fun and satisfying to make. But I talked about the Paper Crafters Sidekick. What are you using to make these folds a little easier on the fingertips?
Okay, yes. So you can just take your paper and you can fold it like that, but really having a score line or like kind of prepping that paper makes a big difference in the look. So traditional score tools have like the groove and you just put your paper and this tool presses it down in that groove, but watch what happens. This is white core paper and you get that tear. So I don't know if you can see that,
too much.
but
it's too aggressive.
Too aggressive, and you get that tear. Sometimes, at least I do. I struggle. So we're going to put that one aside.
Well, especially the paper has some sort of texture, which these days, even the thickness of the paper is.
So the new idea here is we flipped it upside down. You've got a ridge right here, and this tool that comes with it is actually folding the paper over the ridge. So it's like the opposite of what we just did. If I want to grab this real quick and show you the difference when you use this tool and go over the paper, look at that. Gorgeous, perfect score line.
Okay.
Right, so, and that preps your paper. So now I'm gonna fold this paper. It's just like a metal ridge.
Just a ridge.
Yeah, it's not sharp at all.
Okay.
And it just makes the biggest difference. Now I'm gonna fold that and you can't see any white tears. You can't see any problems there. It's just a gorgeous score line. So I honestly will never go back. I've used traditional scoreboards forever. I will never go back. This is the one I will always grab.
The scale is nice too, and the way it's marked for the paper.
And you can open it up so you can use your full-size 12 by 12 papers, which is great. So it just makes it so easy. So I'm just going to continue moving along this one.
Tell us what you're making today.
Okay, so this is actually an idea that I borrowed from Brittany Jepson at House of Lars. You know, we all love her, right? Yes. So creative. And this is just palm fronds for Easter. So she did a whole wreath of them, but I thought, let's just do a garland so you could hang that up on underneath your mantle, for Easter.
Yeah,
isn't that fun?
Texture, and you've layered kind of the different paper colors.
Absolutely.
So fun.
Adorable and not hard. So you're just basically going to cut your paper in the shape of a Hershey's Kiss, okay?
That we
know.
Just
like that, yes.
There's a circle, there's a square, and then there's a Hershey's Kiss.
Right, especially with Valentine's Day just finishing. Okay, so Hershey's Kiss, right? And then you're just going to score at every ½ inch. And so what you're going to do to be able to do that is you've got the measurements here right on the board. Okay, so every time you score a line, you just move it over to the ½ inch, right? So this line, I'm just moving it over to the ½ inch and going down until you finish that up.
Look how quick.
See, so quick. And then you're just gonna finish folding that up and down, right? Over and under, mountain, valley, whatever you wanna call it.
And I don't need to switch the orientation of the paper or like flip it over to get the over under.
Nope, you can just fold it right there. And then you're gonna squeeze it together and you're gonna hot glue in between all the ridges on this side and on the other side. And then you just make yourself a little stem, okay? Just like an arrow kind of a shape.
Also score it.
Yep, score it, pop that on top. And you're gonna use hot glue because that's the strongest glue for folded paper. Folded paper wants to pop back to where it used to be. It's kind of lazy. So you need that strong glue. And when you've finished it all, this is what you get. And then just punch your little holes. Here, I'll hold one end and you can hold the other.
Because it's the dimension of this that we want to celebrate. I mean, if you were to do this with a regular flat, traditional piece of cardstock, still cute, but it's the texture that really makes it jump out.
It's the folding that really does it. And I actually cut in between, on the bottom folds, the folds that go in, to kind of add that a little extra zhuzh to it. And
I always have to compliment the mix of greens and the color palette that you use, Aly. You have an eye for that. But I like how you've done the bright and the soft. And then we mentioned those little leaves that you've tucked in on the offset colors, kind of like Easter pastels. So
Exactly.
cute. I need this
Easy
for my
to
mantle.
do.
Tell us some other projects you've done using this. Is it what we call a
precision scoreboard, because you're getting those nice
Scoreboard.
precise
Clever.
lines. Yep,
Okay.
scoreboard. Scoring. Paper scoring is prepping the paper. So let's take a look at this one here. This is just a wreath, rainbow colors and hearts. So we can make so many different shapes. So I've got this one here. It's just a 4x6 piece of paper, and I fold it in half, and then I'm taking a pair of scissors, and we're just going to kind of round off the edges.
What is this you're making?
This is going to be the hearts.
The heart on the wreath.
Yes,
Okay.
this is going to be the hearts. So we're just rounding that off. Now I've already scored at 1/2 inch the long way and right down the middle that way. And then we're just going to go backwards and forwards, right? Like you do in elementary school, and it's really easy once you can see once you've scored that paper.
is like putty in your hand.
It needs to be trained.
Yes.
It just needs to be
Behave.
guided. Yes, this is the direction I want you to go. And then you're just going to fold down the middle.
Oh, look how
You're
cute.
going to glue right there,
Yep.
and you've got a heart.
That's adorable.
And you can make these larger if you use a larger rectangle,
Yeah.
or even smaller. And then I also thought you could do all different colors of hearts. I like the rainbows for St. Patrick's Day
Very
and for
cute.
spring. And then you could even put 4 of these together and do flowers for spring.
For the blossom
right?
effect.
So
All right.
fun.
And down front, you're using these as gift toppers too.
Yes, so this is actually made from crepe paper. So crepe paper is very pliable, easy to fold. So we went really small with the folds there, and you can just add them onto the top of a gift. Forget the bow, the traditional bow. Do a little pinwheel, right? Or rosette, whatever you call those.
It's so happy.
Isn't that fun?
I mean, who cares what's in the box? Actually, I do. It feels like candy. But anyway, the top is super, super cute.
Yeah, and then we can add them to cards. So we just did a little pinwheel with some yellow paper for the card here. I even did a small heart on this one. This is a little coupon book for Valentine's Day that I made for my husband, and added a fun thing there. And then even the butterflies, you can go big and do decor, whatever you want. And that is simply, Brooke, it's just a square, a 6-inch square,
Okay.
a 5-inch circle, glue them together and fold, and then you're just gonna, push them all together. Let's just push those folds
It's
together.
kind of an interesting geometry project too, because these shapes kind of take new form when they are fan folded.
And then glue these ends together.
Oh,
And those
cute.
2 ends together, and then you've got a butterfly.
You've got a butterfly.
So easy and so fun. So just get creative. I've made leaves before. I've made all kinds of things.
Oh,
It's
so
fun.
cute. All right, where do we get the scoreboard?
Okay, so this is going to be wearemakers.com.
Okay.
And they're going to have it there, and I think it's on sale even right now.
Nice.
So, yeah,
We'll celebrate
put it
that
up.
and all of the fun projects we can make with it. Aly, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Great to
Thanks
see you,
for having
friend.
me.